This is why I hate text messages. So desperate to get someone and that desk across there. The customer service just isn't there. It pissed me off, to be honest. Pipes do the lower portion of the joist, which is a massive no-no. Good afternoon, guys. It is Monday and I am actually only just putting out last week's builder's diary because I've had problems with the internet, as you'll probably see in last week's video. Also had an instance where I basically got carried away fitting my own kitchen. But today is a new week. The sun's shining outside. Half the lads haven't turned in because fucking England played last night at God knows what time. Don't ask me what the score is, I don't know. I am not interested in football whatsoever, but it seems they are, that they're actually willing to lose a day's work just to watch a fucking football match. But yeah, some of them are in, some of them are grafting, the ones that are not into football mainly. But yeah, I've been running around this morning, one, trying to get this video out for you, and then two, also, I have been over to Howden's to kind of kill two birds with one stone, sort a couple of issues out with my kitchen that I've had off them, and then order the flooring for over in Wilmslow. The kitchen for Wilmslow, the customers ordered from B&Q, 99% of it's turned up, and then some that has turned up is damaged. Literally just opened the first couple of boxes. Have a look there. Typical, that from B&Q. This is why I hate having kitchens from DIY outlets, because the customer service just isn't there. This kitchen's due to be delivered 5 or 6 times now and hasn't turned up, and then it's turned up this morning, half of it's missing, damaged bits. Honestly, do not buy a kitchen from the likes of B&Q and Wickes because you will regret it. You'll just put you through the ringer. But it's here now. Chris has started fitting it. Martin's cracking on, just finishing off the boiler and what have you. Bip, not in. Bryn, not in. Tommy, not in. Tyler came in late, but he's in. Him and Ben are over on Baskerville Road, just cracking on. Hey up, phone's going. So let's see what this week brings. Morning guys, we're now on Tuesday and it's not, well, it's still morning technically, but yeah, not been able to pick the camera up this morning because it's just been a bit mental. So we've had lads here collecting stuff. We've had a flu analyzer, gas analyzer turn up for the lads, the plumbing lads. So they've been and collected that. We've got a radiator over there that's got to be changed. I'm gonna have to sort that out. A couple of wastes as well for basins that have turned up wrong. I've been ordering stuff from a screw fix which is local to the Wilmslow job, so the lads can just go and pick that up. Printing out drawings, just general boring admin tasks that I am so desperate to get someone and that desk across there to do. So we need the right person though this time, so I'm taking my time hiring. You know what they say, hire slow, fire fast. Yeah, so but just trying to get all of this done and dusted now. I've got GoPros sitting over there that I know are not on site, so not getting any footage, so I need to get them out on site to the lads as well at some point today. But I'm also confined to the office because I'm waiting for someone to deliver something. So it's all go this morning. Yeah, just trying to get behind it all, get it all done. I have got another fucking parking fine for one of the vans turned up. So I've got to pay that in a second, and then I've got 2 jobs to sequence, both garage conversions that have come in. I had a bit of a strange message yesterday from the husband of the couple for the big £1.3 million job, and he was a bit shitty, to be honest. So I'm not going to go into it because it's not, you know what I mean, but I've got a feeling that there could be a bit of tension about the fact that I've requested payment up front for the consultation and the quantity surveying and, you know, putting all the price together for this job. Sent the invoice out. They said, yeah, no problem, we'll pay it. Got a message to say that it was transferred. It's never turned up in my bank. We're probably going back maybe a week and a half. Doesn't take that long for a transfer, maybe 48 hours sometimes. Kept getting a phone call saying that, you know, the bank had stopped it and it was in review and all of this. And then when I messaged just to say, look, it's still not turned up, I'd speak to your bank because obviously this money's gone missing. I'd be a bit worried if it was my money, trying to be nice. Got a message from the husband saying, yeah, basically, you're not taking it out of my wife's money and all this. So I was like, I don't know what you're on about, kind of thing. So I've just shut it down, said, okay, we'll cancel the invoice, just get in touch when you're ready. So I think they were a bit mired about the fact that they've put an offer in for this property, it's been accepted, it's in conveyancing, but they're having a bit of shit off the person they're buying it from, saying it needs to happen quicker, otherwise he's going to pull out. He ain't going to pull out. He's not going to get halfway through a sale and pull out and have to start all over again. It's just a bit of common sense. So I don't think this guy wants to pay me until the actual sale's completed, so, which is understandable, but the text message was just, it was a bit shitty. So it pissed me off, to be honest. So that's why I've just cancelled the invoice. And if it comes in, it comes in. If it doesn't, no worries, on to the next job. I'm not going to get kind of hell-bent on one specific job just because it's a big job. Right, I have just had a phone call from the couple I was talking about earlier that are basically looking to do this big job, you know, the big famous £1.3 million job. So I think I must have got my wires crossed or I've misread the text message, which this is why I hate text messages, because they can come across in a completely different light to what you're taking them in. So basically I had a phone call from him just to say that you know, we still want to go ahead, they still want to push forward with getting all the, you know, the quantity surveying and the likelihood of moving the job forward as pretty much 99.9% kind of thing. They've spoke to the vendor this morning, happy that the sale's progressing as they need it to, and can they drop me the cash round, because obviously they're having problems with the bank. They don't want to stop this payment because that's the bank they're going to pay me with when we do the works, so they don't want any issues with payment when we're doing works, because I said obviously if we have issues then that's when it gets to the point of jobs being stopped and stuff like that. So they've just said, can we drop you the cash home, which I've said no. Cash is so difficult nowadays, so you have to pay to put it in the bank and all sorts. So don't know whether they were looking for the VAT knocked off for cash or anything like that, but I didn't even let it get that far. But what they're going to do is they're going to go and put the cash, fucking hell, oh my god, yeah, I'm struggling today, but they're going to come put the cash into his wife's bank. She's going to pay me, so she's just had me to resend the invoice, so I've just done that, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that meets us and we can get cracking with that job. Like I say, it was a bit a little bit pissed off because I thought that was it, job done, not doing it no more kind of thing. But yeah, it's probably me misinterpreting the text message, but that's how it goes. So yeah, let's see what happens this afternoon and whether we can get this one progressed any further. But it's looking more favourable than I did last night. Felt a little bit down in the dumps about it because even though I've said I'm not bothered whether I win it or not, because I've kind of got it in my mindset that if I win it, I win it, sound. If I don't, I don't. There's always others around the corner. But, you know, when you put that much effort into a job. Anyway, let's crack on now. I have now got to send over client care to my solicitor for the sale of Ford Green Road. That's obviously sold a couple of weeks ago. Been trying to get hold of it. Thought I was going to have to use another solicitor, which is unusual because I've been using it for a long time and she's normally very good. But looking at her Facebook just when I was scrolling through, just having my bit of dinner, I spotted that she'd got like family photographs on holiday. So I think she's been away for a couple of weeks. So that would explain that one. So anyway, let's get on because we have still got mountains to do, and it's 20 to 4 already. Where's the day gone? Ben, meanwhile, has been over at Blurton Road with Tyler and Tommy, and they've been plasterboarding. Now we've finally got the go ahead from the structural engineer with, basically our plumber. Well, our plumber's apprenticed drilling the pipes through the lower portion of the joist, which is a massive no-no. But we've managed to get around it. He's designed a bit of an engineering steel plate basically to go over it. I was all for just taking the joists out and replacing them. I think it would have been quicker and easier, to be honest. But plumber didn't want to come back and redo his pipes, even though it was his fault, and obviously the electrician didn't, and then obviously didn't want to pay for the time and the materials when I think he's got a mate who's an engineer that could fabricate in these plates for, I don't know, nothing or whatever it's cost him. Anyway, let's crack on. Hi guys, it's now Wednesday, up and at 'em this morning, up ordering materials for the lads so they can collect from the local screw fix up in Wilmslow. I wish they'd just let me know a bit sooner rather than like the second they need the materials, but yeah, I think we're going to have this battle for the rest of my life. And then I have got a busy day today. I have got 3 jobs to look at, all 3 are extensions I think. Let me have a look. So, no, 2 extensions and 1 kind of knock through with bifold doors. So, all around Stoke. So, we'll be travelling around, going to have a look at them. So, I'll catch up with you in the van. Back in the van. So, we are now on our way over to Newcastle to look at the first job. So, job number 1. Like I say, I think this is kind of a bit of a knock through bifold doors. Just, you know, smaller job really, but good for cash flow. So starting to try and do a few more of these little smaller jobs. I always kind of turn my nose up at them over the years because they didn't keep us working for very long, but like I say, good little cash flow jobs. So let's go have a look at this one and then on to the next one after that. So done the first one, had a look at that. Quite a lot of work, to be honest. So bifold doors, complete rewire, new boiler, new driveway, steel beam putting in to get rid of chimney rust. Yeah, quite a few bits in there. So decent sized job, but I constantly heard her say, yeah, I need to try and keep the cost down. So it's the worst thing you can say to a builder. Honestly, just means, yeah, we're going to penny pinch. So obviously we'll price it accordingly. If it comes in, it comes in. If it doesn't, it doesn't. No big issue. But I'm just grabbing something to eat. Just been to Wright's Pies again. Love being on the road. Make me fat though. and then I'm off over to the next one now, so let's get over to it and see what happens there. Back in the van, so that was job number 2 looked at. Lovely little job that, so like an extension to, like an infill extension between a house and what's already there, which is like a bit of an annex. Lovely kind of sandstone detailing around the windows, and I think it's English bond or Flemish bond, one of the two. Yeah, here's a picture. Hey, up, speed camera ahead. So yeah, here's a picture of the brickwork. So obviously not straight bond, normal bonded brickwork, so something a little bit different. So yeah, on to the next now. I'm in Cheddleton at the minute, so heading over to Heatwaves Road now in Biddulph, so couldn't be further apart, but it's only half an hour's drive. So yeah, let's get over there and have a look at this next one. I was going to try and get you some videos of the properties, because some of the properties around here, Cheddleton, are absolutely stunning. Big places, nice countryside setting. So yeah, hopefully we get that one. Anyway, let's get to the next. So that was the last one done. So lovely little rear extension on a detached building. So nice property, nice building, nice extension to build as well, loads of access. Yeah, so 3 good jobs today, to be fair. So I've now nipped over to City Plumbing just to change a radiator. I've got the radiator in the back, and it's literally this way where I was today, so I thought I'd just grab it on the way past. So if I've got enough time, I'll probably run it up to Wilmslow, so as they've got it, so as you can get all of that finished, because all the heating and everything's on now apart from that one radiator. Then back to the office with a very busy time pricing jobs. So we've got those 3 to price that I've been looking at today, and then we've got to make a start on the big one. So £1.3 million worth of job to put prices, schedules, yeah, quantities, all of that together, so as we can look to try and get that job in under the belt, basically. Back in the van, so as per usual, they haven't got that radiator in stock, so we've had to order one. I'm now over to Clifton Bathrooms to pick up a bath and also change a couple of wastes. So busy day for me. And then I've just had a call from Chris, our new guy who's fitting the kitchen up at Wilmslow. And like I suspected, because he's come from B&Q, we have a whole host of problems, like units that don't fit, damaged units. Have a look at these photos here. I don't know if I've showed them you earlier, but look at the damage on those doors. Yeah, the layout just doesn't work. So I've tried to ring the customer, no answer, because obviously she's at work, and I've just had to voice message her and just say, Luke, you know, I've tried not to. Hey up, it's gone dark, it's gone under a tunnel. God, the sun and that's bright in it today. But yeah, just had to send her a message and kind of not put my foot down, but be a bit stern and just say, Luke, got a lad up there now, he's been on this kitchen for 3 days, it should have been fitted by now, and he's like nowhere near. He's got constant issues with it. So unfortunately you're gonna have to get someone out from B&Q to just come and sort it all out, because we're just we're stopping fitting it, because every time we try and do it there's an issue. So, and this is exactly what I knew would happen. It keeps getting dark in under these tunnels. Yeah, I just knew it was coming. B&Q, they do not give a shit. So once they've had your money, that's all they're concerned about. So, and obviously this lady who we're working for, the customer, she's a solicitor, so she's very busy during the day, which is why she's took us on to finish the project. But she made the mistake of ordering her own kitchen. So now we can't deal with it when there's something wrong. So constantly on the phone, it's holding the job up now. We can't put the flooring down until the kitchen's in. You know what I mean? We can't finish up the plumbing and stuff like that, and the electrics for the dishwasher and the tumble dryer and the washer, and it's just holding us up. So, which is why I've had to have a bit of a stern word. So Right, let's get back to the office. I'm sorry, let's get to Clifton bathrooms. Nearly went the wrong way then. I'll see you in a minute. It's Thursday, guys, and I'm up and out this morning. I'm in the van, I'm on my way up to Wilmslow. I've got a bath in there that I've had to collect yesterday. Come to drop that off and then just have a quick look round, find out what's happening with this kitchen. So we're having an absolute nightmare, B&Q again. So yeah, half the stuff that's turned up, not right. Half the stuff's missing. Typical DIY outlet kitchen supplier. I keep advising people not to use them. I think we have got to the point now where we've drawn a line under it. After the Wicks one we had before Christmas, and then this one, just not going to fit them no more. Unless we supply the kitchen, we're not fitting. So let's go have a look. So now arrived at Wilmslow, lads are here in force. Second fix is well underway, pretty much 90% done to be honest. Bathrooms are going in today. We've got an instance where the architect in his infinite wisdom has designed an ensuite on the left hand side of the property where there's no drainage. So we're having to put a new soil vent pipe in, which we haven't actually been paid for, but we can't just leave a toilet not connected. So we're going to come down the side of the house and underneath the false floor of the house and back in to where we've had to put a pipe in for the utility room. So let's go have a look, see what's going on. Our new lad, Chris, look, with his brand new shiny saw, look.
Nice and shiny.
Keeping it clean. Marte. Rippers.
Is that ring Bob?
See that radio off, get me a penalty strike or whatever it's called. Having a nightmare with this kitchen from B&Q. So I always say whenever we get kitchens from DIY suppliers, basically their customer base only ever comes back once or twice in their whole lifetime, whereas the likes of us tradesmen that are buying kitchens week in, week out, we can spend 20, we can buy 20 kitchens over the space of a year maybe. If we get a bad experience, we're not going to come back. So, which is why we use the likes of Howdens, Magnets and such like. So, let's have a look upstairs. Do like these doors. Nice oak door, nice finish. All second fix is done now, all plastered up. Starting to look nice. Mark's just getting the finishing touches now, sorted with these bathrooms. There's that waste that was non-existent. Yeah, starting to look good. Getting there. That vanity unit's nice, isn't it? It's lovely. Nice toilet. Just need the plaster to come back because we've had to move this door across, and just needed to skim that in there. Bit of a patch there as well where we've moved the light switch over. But yeah, looking good. Got a few issues that we need to sort out, like the front door. It's got a single skin of brickwork either side on the flag frame. And you can imagine single skin, big heavy composite door, shutting all the time. Brickwork's just constantly coming loose. So we need to come up with some kind of solution trying to get around that. Lads have sorted out the drainage. Like I say, we've got that ensuite on the left hand side that Martin's working in. There's no drainage that side of the house. So this is what you get from architects. Design these things and then don't think about how we're going to actually, put them into fruition. So right, I need to now get back to the office and start pricing some jobs because we've got a lot to do. Gonna have to be quick. I've only got 3% battery left on the camera. Need to put it on charge. So back in the office now. I've got my wife beater on because it's that hot. Got the door wedged open, all the other doors open, and look at the website I'm on. Do you recognise that website? Guess who I'm paying? So yeah, I've got to pay me what do you call it? Bloody hell. This heat playing with my mind. So yeah, I've got to pay me PAYE and my CIS tax. So get that done. I think it's overdue actually. I think I've been fined. So, but yeah, get that done now, and I am then on the war rooms with Chris and Alex a bit later on, about 8 o'clock. So yeah, and I've got a mountain of quotes to do now. So like, I think I've got 4 decent size, and then obviously one of them's including that big £1.3 million job. So hopefully it comes in within that budget. So let's make a start after we've paid these bastards.
Yeah. No, right. What the question was, right? All of us here, right? We've all got good brands. Right. Obviously, we do slightly different things, but most of us, good brands, whatever. And let's just say.
Morning, guys. It's now Friday, and I feel a little bit worse for wear this morning. So, yeah, I spent quite a lot of time staring at this computer screen yesterday, which is why I didn't do much videoing. And as I sat there, I was literally waiting for the war rooms to click in, because we had war rooms yesterday with Chris and Alex, and I just felt my vision just go. So I got a massive migraine. So kind of went to sleep for an hour, come back onto the war rooms all dazed and eyes glazed and all sorts. So managed to get through the war rooms because it was a good evening, you know what I mean, it was a good Zoom call. And then I've got up this morning and just looking at the screen is killing my eyes. If you notice, I've got all the lights off, I've got the blinds kind of tilted. Just, yeah, feels horrible. So I don't know if any of you suffer from migraine. I don't get it very often these days. When I was a kid, used to get it all the time. But I think it's just a combination of a little bit of stress and just constantly staring at a white screen. So, and as you can see at the minute here, problems again with the internet. I'm trying to, at the minute, I'm actually trying to build some kind of pricing system using Claude, because pricing just takes its toll on me. It takes so long. You spend so much of your time as a builder. So whether it'll work or not, I don't know, but can't even bloody load the screen up at the minute. This internet is absolutely shocking from Virgin. So it's supposed to be the best broadband that you can get, and it's shit. But I'm not going to moan about it. I'm going to try and get on the phone to them in a minute and try and sort it out. They were supposed to be sending me a new router. They've said twice now it'll be here tomorrow, and it never turns up. So I'm going to have to get back on the phone and call them and sort that out. And then I've got 4 quotes that I need to get done at some point this weekend, really. So, and I just don't feel like it. I can't even open my eyes properly. Just staring at this little screen now in front of me while I'm recording myself is making my eyes hurt. So, but we're still cracking on as a company. All of the lads up at Wilmslow today, I'm tidying the whole job off. We've got the pickup up there, getting rid of all the crap. We've got a big long list that Martin did yesterday that the lads are just kind of working their way through. It's all little bits, and then I've put the ball in the customer's court, really, because they've used B&Q and they're just not standing by their design and their product. You know what I mean? They want us to sort it out. They've asked if we can nip into the branch, when I've said no, you need to send someone out because it's an absolute shambles. Nothing fits. Nothing's like it says on the drawing. Half of the stuff's missing. Yeah, they've best part of £8,000 off this woman. It's not right. She's struggling because she's so busy at work. Shouldn't have really done it. She should have let us organise the kitchen so we could deal with it if there was any issues. So, but she went to B&Q. So, lesson there is, do not go to B&Q or Wickes's for your kitchen. They are absolutely shambolic when it comes to customer service. and kind of following up on stuff that's wrong, which is generally 99% of the time with them. Just at Wilmslow, we haven't patched this up by the door here. All this was wobbling when Bip did it. So what we're doing is putting these out. New bits of X-Mesh here. There we go. There you go, our X-Mesh. Just plonk him in. It's kind of hard with one hand, but plonk him in like that. Some taps down. And then we'll bed on top of them, bed some bricks on top of them, and hopefully it'll be a bit stronger, stop it wobbling. Have to be careful shutting the door for a couple of days. Sorted.
Friends, having a look at the list. Having a look at the list. It's the list.
Do you want knuckle or
Loads of things. All the things to do. Just go have a look at what Bip's doing. Ben's got his voodoo top on. Oh, I've got a grinder coming out of the door.
You'll need that. Hey Tommy.
Hi Bip.
You alright mate?
Yeah, you mate. Yeah. A bit of facial soft on, which we couldn't get because we had beards in here. So Bip's doing a bit of summit down there. Tyler's doing the glows. Might be some in the garage. I don't know what he's doing in here, I'll be honest, but it's cutting a bulge out. There we go. A bit better.
I don't like it when men are standing out there. Make me feel uncomfortable. Decent, aren't they?
Yeah. Good stuff.
So yeah, you can see the lads there cracking on. Everything's going swimmingly at the minute. I do wish they'd asked for materials though a little bit sooner. It's the whole idea of the daily report. So, but I'm still getting it where, can you just pick us this up, or can you just grab us this? Can you just order us this? But I suppose we'll get there at some point. I keep drumming it into them. So there isn't much more I can do. But yeah, they're cracking on, doing me proud. The finish looks good. Can't wait to see Wilmslow actually handed over because it's going to look stunning. So Blurton Road, again, not far off, just want skimming and a garage door. But yeah, didn't see much of Baskerville Road this week because we've kind of been concentrating on getting Wilmslow kind of polished off and Blurton as well. The customers obviously, you know, kind of, he wants that done and dusted. It's for his little girl, that bedroom is. So, and it's been very hot as well, and still is why I'm sitting in this bloody wife beater again. I can have stuff calling them them, won't it? So, but yeah, vest. But what I need you to do, guys, is I need you to subscribe. The subscriber base is moving up quite slowly. It's taken us ages to get past 1,000 subscribers. So if you're watching this video, do me a massive favour, go and subscribe to the channel because it helps us massively. You've obviously got this far, so you've enjoyed the video, so why not subscribe? So, and if you want to watch last week's video, guys, have a look at that link up there. And if you want to subscribe, and I know you do, check that link out there, and I will see you again next week.